everybody. Namaste and Salam Alaikum people. Hi, this is Mariya Khan, your master teacher of biology here at Vedantu. Guys, welcome to the session, and today we bring in the sprint series for you, term 2, and the first chapter is how do organisms reproduce. As you all know that this chapter is a lengthier one, so we have broken this down into two parts. So we have part 1 and part 2 of the chapter how do organisms reproduce. So if you're eager and excited to solve most amazing questions, interesting questions, little twisted, tricky questions from this chapter, stay with me right till the end, because this session is going to be pretty informative for you all, and it is definitely going to contribute to a greater extent in scoring good marks in your board exams. So chalo, like, share, subscribe, post me a yo guys, and without wasting any further time, let's quickly get started. Okay. So when we talk about this chapter, it contains asexual reproduction in unicellular and multicellular organisms, sexual reproduction in flowering plants as well as in human beings. Apart from that, the reproductive health and population, right? So these are the various topics associated with this chapter. Now that guys, this 2022, April 2022, when you're going to give your examination, will be deciding your fate. I really want that you should stay ahead of the league, and with sprint series you will definitely be able to achieve that. So hit on the like button and do note the timetable, do note the schedule. Okay, so let me minimize myself a bit. Okay, हाँ दिख रही हूँ क्या मैं, या फिर it would be better if you see the screen entirely. So 24th of March, it's of course the session 1 that you are attending it today. Then 26th March, it is how do organisms reproduce at 9 p.m. and part 2. Okay, 29th heredity and evolution, again at the same time, and 30th March we will be covering our environment. So yes guys, stay with me, okay, through the entire sprint series. Again, we have sprint series run by all the other master teachers as well. So let me hide myself once again. So yeah, sprint series by Shilpi Ma'am for chemistry. These are the dates. Then Anup sir for physics grade 10. Then our Gopal sir for mathematics. Shweta Roy ma'am for English, and Chintu sir, that is Ananya sir, mere padosi, for social sciences. Okay, yeah. So that's the schedule, and I'm back over here. Yeah. So the entire paper of science is divided into 3 parts: section A, B, and C. Section A 2 marker, section B 3 marker, and section C 4 marker. So let's solve section A. Okay, here we go. So the first question is, again it's 2 marks, so 2 questions. Okay, what is fertilization? So the fusion of the sperm cell with the egg cell is what we call it as fertilization, right? The haploid gametes fuse to form a diploid zygote when it comes to human beings. Okay, what is the site of fertilization in human beings? So the sperm encounters the egg in the fallopian tube. So fallopian tube is the site for fertilization. So you write 2 different answers. Okay, so it will be like question number 1, A and B. Okay, ensure that you're writing it point wise. Okay, yeah, perfect. And it would be great if you highlight the answer, like fallopian tube, you underline it. Okay, you underline fusion, you underline sperm, you underline egg. Teacher will understand and will give you full marks without even reading the entire statement. Okay, that's the trick of highlighting with pencil. Then next question, what will be the effect of improper copying of DNA during the process of reproduction? So we already know that copying of DNA is a biochemical process and it's not 100% accurate. So these inaccuracies lead to variations, right? So improper copying of DNA leads to genetic variations within populations. So simple variations or genetic variations, both will be accepted. Variation is important. Okay, perfect. Then you please elaborate that creating a copy of the DNA is a biochemical process which is not 100% accurate. Write down that statement which is missing over here. Okay, these inaccuracies lead to variations. Perfect. Then name one STD which is caused by bacteria and viral infection. So mention bacteria, syphilis, gonorrhea, viral, HIV, how they can be prevented. So beta, how they can be prevented? Only by observing safe sexual contact. Now when I say safe sexual contact, it is by adhering to responsible sexual behavior by making usage of condoms. Okay, ठीक है, perfect. Then what is reproduction? The act of giving birth to young ones which are very much similar to our own cells is what we call it as reproduction, right? So write down the typical bookish definition. Okay, what are the two types? Asexual and sexual. Then which one of the two confers new characters in the offsprings? So sexual reproduction involves two parents, and each parent contributes to the 50% of the genetic material of the offspring. And when a copy of this DNA is created, it is not 100% accurate. These inaccuracies lead to variations. So you don't need to elaborate this much. You simply mention sexual reproduction involves two parents. It involves fusion of gametes wherein there is a mixing of genetic material which brings in variations. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, simple, right? Sexual reproduction leads to variation which is introduced by copying of DNA, which is 100%, which is not 100% accurate. Okay, so if you're finding these questions interesting, informative, useful, like, share, subscribe. Yo guys, chalo my yo army, let's proceed. Now mention the mode of reproduction used by amoeba and planaria. So amoeba under favorable conditions reproduces by binary fission. Under unfavorable condition reproduces by multiple fission. When it comes to planaria reproduces by regeneration. Correct? Yep. So binary fission and multiple fission. Yeah. ठीक. Cool. Now section B. Let's proceed with section B. 3 mark. Okay. Now what are STDs? Sexually transmitted diseases are what we call it as STDs. Stated 2 examples of it. Syphilis, gonorrhea, HIV. Right? Suggest a method by which STDs can be prevented. So STDs can be prevented by having safe sexual contact, that is by making usage of condoms. Secondly, by having only one sexual partner. Okay, changing sexual partners exposes you to multiple microbes. Okay, yeah, ठीक है. Define the term puberty. List 2 changes observed in girls at the time of puberty. Now it can be like, what is puberty? Explain 2 changes associated with boys or girls, or common in boys and girls. Maybe hormonal, physical and behavioral changes associated with girls or boys or both. So such kind of questions can be asked. Okay, so the period where the growth of the sexual organs or the maturation of the reproductive organs begins is what we call it as puberty, the phase, right? Now in girls, onset of menstrual cycle and enlargement of breast tissue, right? Apart from that, face becomes oily, one may develop pimples, growth of hair on the arms, armpits, pubic hair, right? Yeah, then mood swings, hormones, estrogen, progesterone, right? All these things. List and explain in brief 3 methods of contraception. Methods. Okay, so mechanical barrier, chemical method, surgical method and IUD. You may prefer to mention any 3 of your choice, any 3. Okay, so here they have mentioned about mechanical barriers, example condoms. You can write about diaphragms also. Okay, yeah, they prevent the sperm from reaching till the egg and thus preventing fertilization and thereby pregnancy. Okay, the oral contraceptive pills, which are the chemical pills which prevent ovulation and thereby pregnancy. Then surgical method in males, it is vasectomy, and in females it is tubectomy, right? So you may write down whichsoever way that you want. Okay, or even you can mention about IUDs, intrauterine contraceptive devices. Okay, like copper T, copper loop. You can mention about that. Then section C, which is a 4 marker. So here, explain in brief the role of the following organs. Testis produces sperms, produces testosterone. Then seminal vesicles. So what is the function of seminal vesicle? Vasa deferens, urethra, sorry there's a spelling mistake, urethra and accessory glands. Okay, so guys, testis we already discussed. Seminal vesicles, these are the pair of glands, right? So they produce a fluid which helps in the nourishment of sperms. Okay, vasa deferens, it carries, it conducts the ducts, it conducts the sperms from the epididymis to the urethra. Then urethra, it's a common passage for the expulsion of sperms as well as urine, right? And next, accessory glands. Guys, three accessory glands: seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and Cowper's gland. Right? The mixture of the secretions of these three glands forms a semen, which helps in nourishment as well as it helps in transportation of sperms. So yeah, very important question, and I hope this helps. If you're finding this session to be informative, like, share, subscribe, post me, guys. Chalo. Now state and brief the changes that take place in a fertilized egg till birth of the child in human female reproductive system. So once the zygote is formed, it divides, redivides, okay, and becomes a ball of cells, which we call it as an embryo, which fixes itself, which gets embedded into the wall of the uterus, which we call it as implantation. After implantation, the embryo grows, embryo continues to develop within the uterus, right? And after few days, the placenta is developed, which connects to the baby with the help of umbilical cord. So the useful substances are being passed from the mother's blood to the fetal blood through the blood spaces which are present on the maternal side of the placenta, right? Blood spaces. And then there are villi on the fetal side which absorb all the useful substances, and those substances are absorbed into the fetal blood. The waste generated in the fetal body is passed into the mother's blood through the placenta. The entire span of gestation is of 9 months, right? On completion of this gestation period, the uterus contracts strongly to expel the baby out. Parturition. There's no term parturition in your syllabus, but yes, you can mention. Hannah. And then the next question was, what happens if the egg is not fertilized? If the egg is not fertilized, it degenerates and it is shed out along with the uterine lining in the form of the menstrual blood. Okay, so you mention, and never write in the form of a paragraph the way it has been given here. Always write point wise, because each point carries half a mark. Okay, so always write point wise. Wherever possible, give examples or draw schematic representation, or maybe simple diagrams if you can sketch. Okay, yeah. So yes, bacha party, so this was our part 1 on how do organisms reproduce. I hope you found all these questions to be informative. And then now that this is already the end of March and you barely have 1 month for your examination, so 10th standard ka quick revision to banta hai boss, right? And along with that, you would have definitely having a clarity ki I have to do NEET, I have to do JEE, I have to go for commerce, I have to go for science. कुछ तो सोचा होगा ना, नहीं सोचा है तो सोच लेना. Okay, so if you have already thought of, decided कि this is what I have to do, I have something great to offer you. What is that? It's not me who is offering you anything. It's Vedantu who is offering you an amazing course. You either enroll yourself for NEET 2 years, 11th, 12th NEET, or maybe JEE 11th, 12th. And along with that course, you get 10 standard revision, this last moment revision, absolutely muft. So your 10th is taken care, your 11th, 12th is taken care, your NEET or JEE, whatsoever you opt for, is taken care. And it is not just taken care, it is taken well care by the best teachers across the country. You have doubts, we have in-class doubt solving. You don't have conceptual clarity, we have amazing teachers who will help you in the same. We have test series and assignments for more practice. We have personalized report card which will indicate that this is where you are lacking, beta, here you need to work hard. We have revision plans. We have batches wherein you can have a language preference, whether it is Hindi, that is English, or it is English. So what are you waiting for? Beta, enroll. It is now or never offer. Okay, why I tell you? The entire course price, if you see now, it's approximately 60,000, 59,999. Okay. Now, if you go to any offline classes, they will charge you this much fee only for 11th grade. 12th grade multiplied by 2. NEET और JEE multiplied by 3. ऐसा additional cost होगा. So here, when you get everything at the convenience of your home, the best teachers from the country teaching you, okay, devoting time, energy, education, hard work, knowledge, wisdom, everything for you, this amount is pretty nominal. And you know what, with my coupon code, what's my coupon code? It's MACPRO, MAKPRO. With my coupon code you get additional discount, right? So the same course is offered to you at 53,999. मतलब 60,000 से ऑलमोस्ट इट्स 54,000, मतलब भाई 6,000 का डायरेक्ट डिस्काउंट है. Where is you are going to find out this kind of goodness? Nowhere, right? So grab your seats now. So with ProLite is available to you at 54,000. Classic is available, wherein you can have a doubt solving app on your mobile phone to resolve your concerns. So that's for 74,999, means 75,000. And if you want a personal mentor, okay, जो कि मैं recommend नहीं करूँगी, okay, अच्छा हाँ, दिस क्लासिक आफ्टर अप्लाइंग माई कूपन कोड, तो मैं बताने भूल के, देखो मैक प्रो ने कितना डिफरेंस कर दिया, 75 से सीधा 67,499. गुड है ना? And if you need a personal mentor, offer Pro Plus, which after applying my coupon code is available to you at 1,07,999. Grab your seats now, guys. And now it's time for your homework question. Give 2 reasons for the appearance of variations among the progeny formed by sexual reproduction. Great. So tell me the answers in the comment section. We'll be waiting. And if you found this session to be informative, do attend my upcoming session also, that is on 24th and 26th of March. 26th of March, and then the next is after that, okay, 9 p.m. sharp. And it's Mariya, not Mariya. Naam se ise likhna, ha mera. And that's it for the day. So let's meet in the next session. Till then, Allah Hafiz, Milo Hafiz, and keep watching Vedantu. Bye bye. Take care.